Hey, folks, back again with Ancient Cosmography. Um, so this is it just shows this Philippines god whose, his head is Busuwanga. This is from the Lascaux Caves famous scene, 20,000-year-old cave painting from France. And so yeah, this seems to be, this part, it's all broken up. You can see like the parts where there's more water in the middle, these seas in the middle. Even seems to have some really minute details like this point right here is I think it's this point right here. Um yeah. So and this is retrograde. So on the actual wall, this is flipped the other way, like a lot of ancient Egyptian maps, which were painted retrograde. Although actually this part is prograde, but since this is the larger thing that I'm showing right here, I flipped this part to be prograde. So that this is front legs are Sulawesi here. His head is Busuwanga Peninsula there. His body is like the Visayas and Cebu and whatnot in here. His pelvis or whatnot is Luzon. And his legs are just these islands and seamounts between Luzon and Taiwan, and then his back feet are Taiwan. And then Palawan is this thing right here. So it's actually faced. So this one is now retrograde here because this is actually faced this way. But it's interesting to note that even though in a way like it's rearranged, like of course the legs are at a much higher angle, but other than that, like other than these being much higher than they look to be here, but at the same time, at the angle, if you look at the angle of Busuwanga, it points like just over the legs. And in this, it points over the legs. And immediately in front of the legs is, or kind of parallel to them is Palawan. And that's actually true, but it's at this angle. So here's the legs, here's Palawan. So it's just depicted differently here where, and then you have these islands here, which are shown. And so it's like, I think he's like a snake-headed, I don't know. I think he might be some kind of composite animal or just totally mythological creature. But maybe he has a snake head which spits out. Maybe this is like snake venom. And, I saw one thing. I think I might have even seen some ancient Egyptian ones where it shows snake venom coming in threes like that. But at least, I found this one where it does show it like going down in the similar type of way as this does. So, I like this style of map because it shows both the seamounts, which are important to understand this this Pokemon god, but also it really delineates the land as well, more than like Google Earth does. So this is, in a way, this is like the best comparison I've done of this, because I'm using this map that I found online, which really does delineate the land, although like it's not quite as good for the seamounts compared to that other one, but it does show the seamounts somewhat as like the lighter parts. So you can really see, like, this is Australia, this is Papua, this is the Atlatl, which is the Lesser Sunda Islands. His front legs are Sulawesi, his head here is Busuanga, his body is, the Philippines, his back feet are Taiwan. So it's just a more visible way, just a better map for this. And you can really see that this map was done with, I don't know, to me it seems that this is the intended direction of the map, because like with west as up, just like the oldest Egyptian map had west as up, the Hierakonpolis Tomb 100 map, because this, I'm showing this with west as up, and it doesn't match for everything. It doesn't match for Australia. Australia is like with south as up, but it matches for this and for this. So 2 out of 4 ain't bad. So I think more than anything, this is the intended orientation of this scene, is with west as up. And so yeah, that's interesting that's might have been a very normal orientation, just like the Egyptians, that they were following in this tradition. Like in this map right here with west as up. And let's see what else I have on here before my phone cuts me off. And I like putting it this way, so as long as I have this image on top, I can pretty much connect everything with arrows, although it's pretty hard for some of these to go through without covering anything. Let's see, here's something else from Lascaux Cave, probably showing some other weird little islands somewhere. Not exactly sure where. And there's Busuanga he's standing on Palawan and shitting off the side of Palawan. Oh yeah, so this is important. This is, if my phone doesn't cut me off, this is probably the real islands there in front of Busuanga. It's probably these, I was thinking like